Hey YouTube, welcome to my next tutorial, and instead of doing a Java tutorial, I'm going to mix it up and start a VB tutorial. Now Visual Basics is one of the easiest programming languages to learn, and I highly recommend it. This is definitely a programming language for the total noob. So if you're new to programming, you don't know anything about computer science, you don't know anything pretty much in general, this is the right tutorial series to come to. So let's jump right in. So first thing you'll notice is I have this big open screen, and where did I get this? Now, I can't actually link Microsoft links in the description, so what you'll do, just go to google.com, go to type in Visual Basics 2010 Express, basically type this whole thing in right here, and you'll get a download link. Download it, it's 100% free, and what will end up happening is it will ask you for a regen key, or if you don't know what that is, it's a serial number, and it'll ask you for that about 30 days, I think, after you get it. It's 100% free. Just click obtain key. It will bring you to it as long as you have a Microsoft account, and if you don't, it's 100% free to get a live account also. So you just make an email, sign in, it'll give you the key. Very simple, very straightforward. I actually just did it myself. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to make a new project once you get everything. So once you get your new project, or once you get VB, make a Windows form application, and this is going to be a new type of application. This is going to be working with graphics and kind of getting us used to programming in general, and kind of a visual output, like give us a visual output instead of just the whole theory like my Java tutorials. So this is pretty much the layout. Now, I'm not going to go really into programming in this tutorial. I'm going to kind of quickly describe what we're going to be using, where everything is, kind of where do we type code, and like before we even get in what everything means, basically. So, few things you'll need to know. Now, this looks a lot like Microsoft, software. We'll have our file thing up here, new project, open project, a bunch of boring stuff. We don't need to know that yet. We have our toolbox. Now, our toolbox is pretty important. This is where all of our stuff that we'll see actually on screen, this is where all of it's located. Just remember if it's here. Now, real fast, if you accidentally hit this, any one of these kind of bars on the side, if you just hit this right here, it will bring it back right up. Like, for example, notice the toolbox icon, just hit that, or you can even do the command Control-Alt-X if you really want to. This is our properties window. Our properties window kind of allows us to edit what we see on screen. Like, for example, real fast, I'll make a button. A button now is on screen. And when we click on button 1, notice how we can kind of edit the things about button 1. And so usually when you program, you actually have to edit and make all this stuff yourself. But right here, it gives us the option right on the side. So that's that. If we want to run a program, we just hit this, and I'll even run it. It does nothing because we didn't code anything. Notice how the form just comes up. If we want to terminate, we hit X, or we can hit this little square right up here. And yeah, that is basically Visual Basics in a nutshell. I'll be going more into it and everything. Everything else, though, is kind of just boring stuff. Oh, actually, a few things you might need to know. On the side here, this is where, like, if we made more forms, you'd see them up here. And the last thing, actually, I was going to go into more on that, but the last thing that we really need to know for this tutorial is publish Windows application. When we click that, that allows other computers to run it. Now, we're not going to publish this. This is a pointless project. And that's really important. And there's one more thing. Windows application. Windows application, if you don't know, like, this is just random stuff. Like, this is the property settings. Like, basically, we can set up, like, which form comes up first, what type of application this is, blah, 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 blah. Like, we can even set up the icon that we see when we publish the program. And yeah, that is basically VB, like I said, in a nutshell. And that's all what we will ourselves be using. And I'll just go into programming and all the fun concepts. So we'll be making games, we'll be making basic, business software, like stuff like that. And you can actually start to make your own study your study software and stuff like that, which is pretty neat. So that is all, and that is our introduction our introduction into Visual Basics. So stay tuned for my next tutorial, and I'll be doing this with my Java tutorials. So yep, that is all. Thank you for watching, guys, and stay tuned.